Hi friends, today I am talking about goods inward and outward and how it affects in accounts. So inward process and outward process in the inventory. Actually in the purchase process, when the goods arrives, we are entering good receipt note. It's goods receival note. Normally in a business flow it's happening in warehouse or any shop wherever the goods arrives as per the purchase order. When the goods arrives, they are making this voucher, and in some places it is mandatory to make the GRN, and in some places everything happening in the purchase invoice itself. So we are ignoring or we are removing or we are avoiding this GRN in the flow. So purchase order directly converted to purchase invoice. If any purchase invoice getting late, first the inventory is coming and then after 2 or 3 days the invoice is coming, so no option, we need to enter the good receipt note. So maybe this good receipt note is zero rated, sometimes is rated. So also in purchase invoice we need to accommodate the additional amounts. So the inventory costing is important. So I am talking about inward process first, then I will talk about outward process through delivery order or sales invoice. When stock comes, when entering this GRN with the rate, so some places we are accounting here. So actually we need to increase the inventory value. It means debit the inventory value. Otherwise it will not match to the stock balance. It means when that good receipt not coming, example, good receipt not coming in month end, like 31st of a month, and the purchase invoice is getting on 1st or 2nd of next month. So when we take this stock balance report and match with the P&L, monthly P&L, it never matches because the inventory affected on next month. It means the accounting only in purchase. So actually when we are doing this system study, we are asking to customer what is your process and what you are expecting. So that time somebody will tell that we need to match inventory always. So we are normally telling that you need to accommodate the rate in the GRN. So if you accommodate the GRN, we can fetch the rate from purchase order. Otherwise they can enter the value from GRN. Otherwise we can fetch the supplier rate from prefixed stock master or any other from any other modules. So whenever this GRN entering time, if accounts needed, we are debiting to inventory and crediting to bills to come account. So that time inventory value is increasing but it is not booking to supplier. When the purchase comes, we are crediting to supplier and debiting to this bills to come account. So this bills to come account will nullify and it's automatically only appear the purchase inventory account and supplier account. Remember, this accounting is happening only in perpetual inventory accounting. Otherwise, normally in periodic accounting we are using purchase account instead of this inventory account. So purchase account is actually a expense account. It's come under P&L. So that time maybe we are only using this purchase invoice. Otherwise same method we can use. If they need the P&L purchase value and the stock balance value, we need to match. Otherwise in periodic inventory, closing stock, when we calculate the closing stock, that time becomes this mismatch. So I will talk about this, everybody know about this perpetual and periodic. What is perpetual and periodic? Anyway, I will tell you in perpetual inventory we are debiting to inventory account, that is in balance sheet. In periodic account it is debiting to purchase account, it is in P&L. So it means people are actually, these companies are looking for this perpetual inventory and this matching with inventory. So we need to account in the GR. That is one method. Second method, if they don't minding this date period and other things and additional amounts in purchase invoice, we are not accounting the GRN, only accounting the purchase invoice, and maybe the GRN having no cost, so there is a option to back update. After calculating these values, example with the additional cost like freight, transporting expenses and everything in the purchase invoice, then we are at that time we are updating to corresponding GRN the values. Then the stock anyway stock they are increasing in GRN, so there it is updating, then it will be affecting the cost of the item. So these two methods we are using. One is GRN accounting, second one is purchase accounting and back updating. And one more scenario, there is no GRN. So that is easy method, only purchase, there is stock updating and there the inventory also, inventory updating and the supplier also booking. So there is no issue. We can we are trying to propose that one in initial stages. But as per this complications, like if there is a warehouse or late coming invoices, we need to accommodate the GRN. That is the main importance of the good receipt note. So some places actually we are accommodating the additional amount in GRN and it is fetching to purchase invoice. So it will affect everything in the GRN and the cost also calculated in the GRN. So the inventory account also we will do in the GRN. So there is no complication, it will all affect in the GRN itself. Otherwise, when we calculate this inventory account in the GRN, maybe they don't know the additional amount that time. So only purchase time they understand this additional amounts. So for costing we are back updating to GRN, and then in the additional amount we are debiting to this inventory, that small values like freight expenses and if it is transport expenses, we are debiting to inventory and crediting to provision. And then some using APV voucher, that credited payable liability we are using to debit and crediting to other supplier or other provision, other creditors, other payable accounts. So that is the inward process, and is going to outward process. It's normally in a sales cycle we are using sales order, sales invoice and sales return. But some places we need delivery note. It means actually we are delivering the items and then maybe after sometimes or some days we are sending the invoice to customer. So that time what to do with this inventory? Because already the inventory decreased. Physically it is decreased because it is already delivered. It means we need to accommodate this delivery order. So we are providing the delivery order after purchase order. So they are delivering the item, after that delivery, this delivery is converting to sales invoice. So what is the accounting? Two scenarios are there. Delivery order, we are not decreasing the stock, but we are reserving the stock. Normally actually people, there's clients asking at that when we enter the sales order, that time itself the inventory need to book. Otherwise some other customer comes and the salesman know there is some quantity. Maybe it is ordered by another customer. So what to do? Actually they need to reserve the SO quantity. Same way we are reserving the delivery quantity. So it is available, not available for another sales. It is delivered, we are considering as delivered. That is an easy mechanism. Sometimes in delivery process we need to account. So that time this inventory account we will credit and then debit to another a control account. That debit value will credit in the sales invoice and debit to cost of sales in the perpetual inventory method. If it is periodic inventory, we are not considering these things because we are not entering these values because it's already calculated in the closing stock and the closing stock JV. So it will calculate. So not required the inventory accounting in delivery order. In perpetual inventory, these things if we decreasing the delivery order, stock in the delivery order, must there is need to accounting. Otherwise, this inventory account did not match. Main thing is inventory account and the stock balance need to match. So wherever the stock decreases and increases, we need to accommodate this inventory accounting in these documents. So main scenario is we will update the stock in the GRN and decrease the stock in delivery order. So this accounting is required for inventory calculations and accounting tallying. So thank you very much for listening this thing. Hopes you understand about the scenario of accounting in inventory. Thank you very much.